I've always known that I was different ever since I was little, but in high school we had Transgender Day of Remembrance, and it kind of just clicked for me right then and there that that's how I wanted to express myself, and that's who I was.
Kaysen was born Cassandra, just like Leslie was born Cody, both feeling trapped in their own bodies.
Imagine yourself being in completely the wrong body. Your mind is just in a shell of something that looks ugly.
I was 21 years old back in 2010. I went through a program in Los Angeles where I had to drive every other Friday, no matter where I was living, just to wait and to get my shot. But it was completely worth it to me.
Each are transgender, each on their own journey.
It would make me feel complete. That way, my body matches what I think my spirit feels like. I know a lot of friends that have gone through the process and didn't do the final surgery, and they're perfectly happy. It's just not my path.
It's our own bodies, it's our own temples, and it's what we're comfortable in. So not everybody's comfortable with getting all their surgeries.
Leslie says her wife has been a big help.
They've basically been my pillar, just making sure that I don't fall off to the wayside, making sure that I actually keep going through. Days when I'm just like, I don't know why I'm doing it. I look over and I'm like, okay, I'm doing it for her.
But Kaysen's family had a different reaction.
It wasn't up to the last couple of years where they actually realized that this is who he is and we're just going to love him for who he is, and things have been awesome since then. I think that's the most important part.
Transgender issues have been in the headlines recently, with some states passing a bathroom bill and President Donald Trump announcing an end to transgenders in the military.
The reality is everybody knows transgender people. They just don't know that they know transgender people. When you talk about transgender people, that's a wide range of people, including cross-dressers and non-binary individuals and a lot of other identities. And those don't necessarily require medical intervention. People that identify as transsexual, and that's actually the diagnosis in the health world, is transsexualism.
While many argue being transgender is a mental health condition, others say it's not.
Experts consider it a health issue, not a mental health issue. It's in the DSM to allow people to access therapy and to get services, but it's not really seen as a pathological mental illness.
The National Center for Transgender Equality reports 1 in 5 transgender individuals have experienced homelessness at some point in their lives. Many end up killing themselves.
Yes, it's one of the highest suicide rates as populations go. It's usually 34%, but it's often in adolescence. When it's as an adult, in my experience, it's actually not due to regrets. The incidence of regrets is 1 to 2% of people, which is actually quite low.
Trans individuals say they just want to be treated like everyone else.
We're all just regular, normal people. We do everyday things. I come to work, I teach my class, and I go home. I don't even think about it.
We're probably the most understanding, loving, accepting people because we have gone through the absolute worst.
Meredith Hackler, WAND News.